What's up guys, I'm Nick with Martech Engineering, and behind me is our next truck project. If you've been watching the channel for a while, you know what we like doing here. We like putting links under things, trailing arms, solid axles, all that good stuff. Well, the truck behind me today is getting a set of our fabricated trailing arms with a 3-link setup. Today's project is a 2001 Toyota Tacoma double cab short bed. This thing's already got a couple goodies up front that we're not going to be touching. We're just going to build a rear suspension that hopefully outperforms the front. This thing's on a +2.5 4-wheel drive long travel kit by MCM Fabrication. Pretty sure he's got some dual cases in this thing. He's got some bumpers, sliders, everything needed to go wheeling. We're just going to make the back that much better. So the front end of this thing, it still has the stock Toyota diff in it. It's just got the long travel kit with the bigger CVs on it. The rear end of this truck's getting a sweet upgrade. We are going to be putting in a Spider Tracks fabricated housing, running a Ford 9-inch diff with an ARB air locker. We're not going to be running any wheel spacers on this thing because this custom housing was built to his spec, which is a 67-inch WMS. Should match the front great. So the first thing we need to do on this project is get this axle in place, figure out exactly where it's going to sit so we can start hanging some links. Boom, here we go. Axle's in, got our height set, got our wheel well position set. We got it pretty close to 90. I'll fine tune that in shortly. But now is a good time for us to take our trailing arms. We're gonna stick them in place and figure out where they mount on the chassis. So the trailing arms are all mocked in place, everything's fit up there. We figured out where full bump is going to be, and when the time came to put the upper link in, well, it ran into stuff. And I need to cut a lot of the crossmember out to get it to fit. So the front kit runs a bent upper link. I've never had a single issue, nor have I seen anyone have an issue. So I said to myself, we're just gonna bend the rear link and get it to clear at full bump. So that's what we're doing. We're gonna bend some pins on my bender because quarter wall should not be in here, but we're gonna make it happen. I needed to gain about 8.5 inches of room from where the frame side link bracket fits to where the link was actually able to fit with it being straight. So, didn't seem to be too bad. We're gonna get this thing fit up, put it in, axle side, frame side. A couple of weeks ago, when we first got started on this project, my buddy Josh came down and we scanned the frame on the back of this thing because we wanted to make a frame plate the same way we do our second gen stuff. So, got some made. I think they're gonna fit. I went ahead and cleaned up the frame already. So we're gonna get these on so that we have a nice base to mount the panhard bar mount on the frame side. We're gonna get that done. Then we can say that the axle is fully mounted as far as pickup points. It's got all 4 links on it, so it's not going to move anymore. Then we can start doing the bump stop mounts, shock mounts, all the little stuff. And this thing's that much closer to shredding. There it is. Nice and level at ride height. It's looking at about 8 inches of up travel here. You can see how much of the frame we had to cut out to get that to fit how we wanted. So from here, we're going to bump it back out and we are going to stick the shocks in. get the notch all taken care of here. It's all fit up corner to corner. You can see it prepped on the inside too so that we can weld it both sides. Now it's time to run the cross tube from the pan-hard bracket to this side of the frame. We're almost done fabbing on this thing. The next big thing to take care of is the brake lines. So I got these little bulkhead tabs. We have the soft lines that we're gonna run from the caliper down to the axle tube. I got some hard lines, so we're gonna bend this, flare it, route it. We've got these sweet little zip tie tabs to secure the hard line. And I think after we get that done, we're done fabbing. We're gonna blow this thing apart and weld it out. Let's go. That sucked. What I didn't show you guys was all the scrap pieces on the ground. Took me a couple tries to get this one. I'm not that good at doing brake hardline, but luckily it's not that expensive and we're able to get it all done. Use 3 of these little zip tie tabs. It's all tied in, hardline. Just have to get the soft line. We're rocking. I think it's time to weld this thing. All right, truck's broken down, time to weld. Here, boys, look, that's not even bad. Ready? All right, everything's painted. Truck's painted. We prepped it all. You've seen it. If you watched the video this far, you've seen it. Everything's prepped. Tomorrow morning, we're gonna get this thing stuck back together. Corey, the guy that owns this truck, is gonna be here late morning. And he's gonna put his axle together, a couple little things like that. So our goal is to get the axle back under this thing and mostly back together, get it all aligned, so that when Corey gets here, he can just get to work. I'm gonna put the bed on. We're gonna do the fuel filler neck tomorrow. And I think that's it. I don't know. But today is Tuesday. The goal is to have a driver on Thursday. And then if everything goes to plan, I'll have this video edited Thursday night, all day Friday, and uploaded Friday at 5. So if you're watching this 3 days from now, hey, what's up? We made it happen. So get to it in the morning. All right, so next morning, everything's flat black. The ground's flat black. The truck's flat black. All the parts are flat black. My lungs are flat black. But I think we're good. Gonna take a look, make sure there's no light spots on everything. We're gonna rip the plastic off this thing, start putting everything together, put the coil springs on the shocks. Try and get this thing on the ground today. Thing, and next up is a fuel filler neck. This one was a lot easier than the second and third gen trucks. So if you look closely, you can see I welded a little elbow on this, and instead of this thing going straight when you go to put the fuel hose in it, it's going to sit crooked so that this lines right back up. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So this is our fuel filler, this is our vent. This thing's going to go in here like this, and as you can see, these will just butt right into each other, but we're not gonna weld this. For it to be serviceable, I'm gonna put a coupler on here. So I just got a piece of 1-inch hose, probably do like a 3-inch length. Then you can see up here, all we gotta do here is put a little hose from here to get the breather hooked up. You go here, you can see it's at a bit of an angle like this, as opposed to straight on. I don't see any harm in that. Door still closes. Well, while I've been inside the office editing, Corey's been getting this thing all back together. We just got done bleeding the brakes. I think we've just got to set the pan hard length to get the axle centered side to side, tighten those jam nuts. I think it's time to take this thing for a drive. We're shooting a quick thumbnail because we got all the lights on. Corey's got his fancy camera out. We got the truck outside on the forklift. We're cycling everything and it's looking really good. It's looking really good. So we're gonna get a couple poser shots of it. And then I think it's time to take it out in the hills and jump it or something. Okay, we are out of Prison Hill. We're gonna run this thing through some dirt, through some whoops. There's a couple little small jumps around here. We can really just let Corey get his feet wet with this new setup, see how he feels, make sure everything works good at speed, and hopefully everything goes great. So let's do some ripping. So there you have it, boys and girls. This thing out of the box worked absolutely fantastic. I honestly would say that this is the best performing truck out of the box that we've had. The way it's all set up works really well. It's about 8 inches of up travel at ride height, about 17 inches of wheel travel overall, less than an inch of side to side movement with the panhard. Thing works great. Corey's gonna tune on it. I know he's gonna make it better and better, and then hopefully he'll come back for us to chop the front end off eventually. But that's gonna do it for today's video, guys. So if you liked what you saw, leave a comment, give us a like. If you think we suck, talk some shit. I say the same thing every time. If you guys think of something better I can say, leave that in the comments as well. We'll see you later.